ladies and gentlemen, before we get into anything for today's episode, Daniel, give it to him. No, the sign. Oh! Yeah, the sign.
Wow. Oh my god.
Oh, baby.
Oh my god.
I know y'all see that. I know that got your attention.
Oh my god.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the International Idiots Podcast, Season 2, baby.
Woo!
Let's get it. All right. I am one of your co-hosts, Mr. Hariz, alongside
Mr. Daniel Shapano.
Wow.
Dude.
It's been a while, brother.
It has been a while.
Wow. Look at these upgrades.
I'm just saying.
I don't know if you guys remember the first 3 episodes that we made of this podcast.
The OG setup.
One snowball microphone in between both of us, not even close to our mouths.
A circular table.
Oh my god.
In a massive room with echoes. Now we got ourselves a podcast room.
Jeez.
Our own sign.
How far we've come.
We used to use a TV and then put the GIF on the TV. Not the peanut butter.
It was
not the peanut butter.
It was a JPEG. No, it was a screenshot of a JPEG.
Damn.
I didn't have Canva
So
Pro.
that shit was like 360p type shit.
Yeah.
Wow. And
Here we are.
Look
Here
at us
we
now.
are. You know, we've used all the money that we've made so far in the podcast.
Yep, and all the money we've made at our jobs.
Yeah.
You know, like.
And here we are, Season 2. I'm excited. Mr. Shapano, are you excited? Are you ready?
I am ecstatic. Like, I know it doesn't look like it, but...
I know your invisible tail is wagging right now.
Oh, yeah.
It's going crazy, bro.
You know, like a dog? It's just going fucking crazy.
Fucking crazy. Smacking against the
the
wall
wall.
and
The
shit.
camera can't really see my ass, but it's wiggling right now. It's wiggling.
So, Mr. Shapano, how have you been? How has life treated you so far? Since our last episode...
It was on Zoom, so yeah, I mean, back at that moment, I was still a college student. Now I am officially a graduate.
Woo!
I am out there in the real world, starting work in July. So I got some time off. You know, I got some, time to enjoy my life a little bit before the 9 to 5 begins. All right. But it's going good, bro. I'm back here in Malaysia. Obviously, we get to do in-person episodes again.
It's the hub, bro. It's the hub.
And yeah, like it's still feels surreal, to be fair, that I'm done. But hey, I'm ready for the next chapter of life. Excited.
Are you?
Well, yes and no.
You're a little scared, huh?
I'm a little scared because it's like the unknown, but sometimes, if you want to grow, you have to jump into a pool of the unknown, It's like you just have, like, imagine it's just like dark water, and I don't know if there's sharks or piranhas
or like the fucking the fish with like the one eye,
or if there's just like some friendly ass dolphins, you don't know.
Dolphins aren't friendly, bro.
I think
they like hump you and shit. They have like SA people.
What, dolphins?
Yeah, bro.
Really?
They literally like.
How does a dolphin do that? Do they have a?
They go on the person. Do you just ask if dolphins have penises?
Well, I
no, bro. They just spawn, bro. They just spawn.
I know they're mammals, but like. Are they fucking
serious?
mammals? Or is that another animal I'm thinking of? They are, aren't they?
Yes.
They are.
But how do they reproduce? All right. While you're thinking about that, let me explain to you guys how I've been. Oh my god, this man has been out of it. But anyways,
My brain's been off since December 16th, bro.
Is that your graduation?
Yeah. Been off since then. And I don't know when I'm going to turn it back
since
on.
then, bro?
Honestly, it's been off and on my whole life,
Yeah.
Sometimes it's working, sometimes it's not. But
It's okay, man.
as of now, it's not working. But anyways, bro, how have you been?
I have been all right. I would say good,
Yeah.
except for recent circumstances. I don't know if the camera can see this right now, but I have a little
boo-boo. He's
scab
got
now.
a boo-boo.
Yeah, I got a little boo-boo, bro. It was much worse a few days ago, but to loop everyone in, I was actually in a car accident.
Yeah.
It could have been much worse, Thankfully,
Yeah.
I am safe. I'm breathing. I'm standing. I can skip, bro. I can do a little jiggy.
I mean, the fact that you could still work out after a car crash, you got off
Yeah,
You
just
know?
a lot of like,
Scrapes. and-
yeah, scrapes, scratches, bruises. The girl's fine too, but basically we were both. I was driving up I was driving up a lane, and in between that lane is a parking line of cars.
Parallel parking line or whatever.
A little bit, kind of, but it's like a 45-degree angle.
Okay.
And then right next to it is another lane. Both are
Okay.
going in one direction.
Okay.
The problem is that in that area, which is really close to my house, like 30-second drive away from my house. It's kind of unspoken, but people go both ways just to like cut like so much like fat of like going around the entire like hill and area. So the reason why I was driving there in the first place was because I had an asthma attack in the middle of the night that was building up, and then I woke up.
And you just.
And it was the day of a big client presentation at my new job. You know.
Yeah.
We moving up. We moving up in life. But anyways,
the world.
I think the asthma might have been triggered because of like anxiety, nervousness. I don't know. I'm probably sounding like a pussy for saying that, but like
that happens.
I had an asthma attack. I got in my car. I was like, fuck, I need to get this solved. I need to go to a clinic close to my house. Get in my car, put the seatbelt on, put my keys in. Let's go. I'm fucking dodging and weaving, bro. And then I'm on the left lane, right? There's a big truck covering it. They're loading up some stuff. Yeah. It's like 9-something a.m.
Classic Malaysia, though. Double parking and everything, you know?
So I go past the lane with like the parked cars at the diagonal. Yeah. So I go on to try to go on the other lane. And as soon as I go on the other lane, bow. Another car comes, but from the opposite direction.
So it was her fault for sure then.
Technically,
unspoken.
Yeah.
By the law, it was her fault.
Yeah. So my shit gets fucked. I don't know, honestly, I can show you a photo, but there's so many things wrong.
The car?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Like the lights are fucked. Like airbags came out. The windshield's fine. The grill in the front got fucked. Yeah. Like so much shit, bro. So that car is gone for the next few weeks.
Are they gonna try and fix that car?
I think so. At that point, just give me a new car. You know what I mean?
Right, like it's a Myvi, bro, as well. Yeah. Like just like trade that bitch in, you know.
Well, anyways,
upgrade to like a Proton.
I do have one right now. But anyways, I'm chilling right now. I'm healthy. You know, just a few bruises and scratches. We're chilling, you know. We're here.
Could have been worse. Count your blessings, you know.
Yeah. You know, I'm still short though.
Well, I didn't say count your curses.
That is very true.
Yeah.
You know, we kind of go into a tangent here, but I wanted to start off today's episode by kind of recapping the journey of the International Idiots. You know, season 1, roller coaster of, honestly, so much shit.
Just figuring out everything, figuring
really understanding the process of how to like make a podcast and everything.
Editing it.
We were so awkward.
We're still learning. I think. I think we still have things to learn. But
I think we've made we've come a long way. There's obviously more room for improvement, but we started off in the basement, moved on to in person.
Hey.
And then Zoom, and then now we're back here. But the reason why we started it, I think a lot of people don't know this or like kind of look past it or about like why we started this podcast. Because look, we've always had the reputation of us being like close best friends and everything. Yeah. We're all fucking goofy ass dudes and everything, and we're like, oh, let's just start a podcast because we think our ideas are fucking quirky and
legendary.
Right? They're lit, bro. But
we'll blow up within 1 week.
But I don't think people know, like, one of the main reasons why we started this is that it was one night, we were just chilling, and we just came to, like, the realization, it's like, we have so many memories that we've made in the last, like, decade plus
with all our friends, everything.
And it's just, like, me personally, I've documented some of this on my Snapchat. I've even written notes, like, the funniest moments and everything, but it gets lost in the shuffle. You're not going to look back at it all the time. So I was like, what's one way we can talk about our stories with our friends? Yeah. With, like, people that we grew up with, people with a very similar mindset experience as third culture kids, as international students, growing up around the world. Yeah. And we can have this platform where we can document all the stories, have a laugh, just talk about dumb shit, but also, like, good conversation. Yeah. And like, listen, it might seem silly on surface level, like, if you look back at this, we might look back at this, you guys might watch and be like, yo, they're still fucking dumb, this is useless content. Fine, you can think that, but at the same time, like, when we're 60, 70, 80, we're in a time where we can document shit. We have the ability to document shit. Why not? You know, like,
we'll document a lot of stories we might forget about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, especially when we talk about stuff in detail.
Yeah.
You know, we give the context. You know, we add on to it with comments. We laugh about it. Like, we'll watch this back and be like, damn, I don't remember this happening, but I'm thankful, like, we talked about it.
Like like Bryce getting arrested. That story, like, might get lost in the sauce 60 years from now. You know, we'll look back like, oh, he got arrested because the cop grabbed him. You know, like, that detail.
Or, like, that was the first time he got arrested.
Yeah.
And now we have to pick him up from solitary confinement in fucking Guantanamo Bay.
He's like 40, gets arrested again. You're like, where you at? They reopened Alcatraz for
just for me, boys. Nah, but Bryce, we love you. You know, we joke about that, all that. You know, like,
I'd definitely break you out of Alcatraz, bro. You know. You got arrested.
We know the layout.
You got arrested once, that's enough.
Call of Duty teaches us Alcatraz.
True.
But
literally, it's just like Rebirth, you know, except you get shot, you don't come back out of the sky.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Oh, that's just life.
Sure.
You could get shot and just survive.
Yeah, they could dump you.
50 Cent got shot 9 times.
They could theoretically, I didn't know that, but they could theoretically dump you out of a plane and somehow you survive. You never know, bro. Life works in weird ways.
That's a little...
Yeah, with a parachute and stuff. You never know.
With bullet holes in you?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Alright, man, don't like, maybe. I'm just saying.
Don't hate the player,
hate the game, you know?
That doesn't even make sense.
Maybe I could be the only person to jump out of an airplane with bullet holes gushing blood out of it.
I don't think you would be jumping out. I think someone would just push you out.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyways.
Maybe I land in a tree and I break all my bones, but I survive. Live to tell the tale.
I guess.
You know, I don't want that to happen to me by any means, you know? I hope
That'd be a fucking cruel way to go out, Jesus.
Dude, it's better than bleeding out, I'd honestly rather.
You would bleed out with the bullet holes in your body. What are you talking about?
I know, but I'd rather get pushed out of a plane and and die instantly on contact with the ground than, like, slowly bleed out, you know?
Fair.
Right?
Fair.
But going back, I mean, I would also say, like, you know, first off, I wanted to touch on, like, you know, how we started in the basement. You know, it'll be like one of those success stories where, like, yep, where'd you start? My mom's basement. You know, like, literally the basement of my parents' house, right? And I just think that we've been, like, we've not only upped the setup, but we've just learned to...
We've learned a lot about just everything that it needs to, like, you know, you need to learn for being a podcaster. Oh, yeah. Like, just knowing, like, how to, like, story tell. I mean, shit. We're still suck at it, but, like,
there's...
I don't know. I just...
Like, the first time we ever did this, it was, like, we would tell one story and not even get through half of it. Like, no, man, you're forgetting about this. And then, like, we jumped to a whole different story, you know? Yeah. I think we're getting, like, it's still, like, a work in progress. We're still getting better. But, you know, there's also things that we want to do with the podcast moving forward, you know? Like...
Oh.
That's why...
Oh, yeah.
That's why it's season 2. So I wanted to touch a little bit on that.
It's not just season 2 just because we got a little fucking neon sign.
Nah.
No, bro.
So to all our watchers out there, we are thinking that, and not thinking, we've already got the things going on in the background, you know, behind the scenes.
Y'all ain't ready.
It's all ready. Y'all ain't ready. But we're thinking about just miking up in public sometimes, you know, giving people, like, because going back to what you were saying about why we started the podcast, international life, people we grew up with, right? I also had, like, for me at least, I always had the hope that, like, some of these stories would resonate with random people we might not even know that went to, like, international school, and they're like, yo, these guys are talking about an experience that I had, and they resonate with that, you know?
Even
like,
though they lived across the world.
Like, maybe they grew up in, I don't know, like, South America or something, you know? Completely different location, but they have similar stories to tell, you know?
So we want to branch out more than just, like, you know, podcasts and our podcast clips. We want to do, like, short videos, stuff on TikTok, stuff on IG Reels.
YouTube Shorts, all that.
Yeah, we just want to, you know, diversify the content.
Just us going into you know, into Malaysia, into Kuala Lumpur for starters. And just miking up and just kind of going about our day, maybe like not like I guess vlog style, but not really vlog style, like more like somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
Like,
I think you guys will have to find out. Yeah. I mean, we're still in the midst of, like, experimenting and seeing what works well with, like, you know, everything, and we've definitely upped our equipment and everything, but I think you guys will see sooner or later, what we mean by this.
For sure.
But in the meantime, we're here right now for our first ever episode of the International Idiots Podcast Season 2.
Mm-hmm.
So, I want to, segue to our first topic.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And I think I want to give it some context, and I think it's it's been an honor having more than 20 episodes with you.
Yeah.
Some that will never see the light of day. Interesting enough, there are episodes
that
right now that have been fully recorded and edited, but you will never see these episodes for each with their own reasons.
Yeah.
Maybe one day I'll get into that. If some people want to know, maybe I'll get into that. But
paid content.
Yeah, it is fucking
the
juicy.
old set. It is
shit.
really juicy.
But anyways, it's been an honor having all these episodes with you, recording and everything. And I think I wouldn't have done it with anyone else because you and I are best friends. I would say.
Let me up, bro.
You and I are best friends.
Yeah,
we've had our ups and downs, a lot.
We've talked about that. The biggest down.
Yeah, there's been laughter, there's been tears, there's been punches, there's been chokeholds.
Hey, you never punched me.
Oh yeah, I have. There's been weapon hits. There has.
Weapon hits.
There's been heartbreak.
Oh, weapon. The belt?
Yeah. There's been a lot. There's been, deceit.
But that's how a true friendship is formed.
Yeah.
That like the foundation is
you're best friends with someone when eventually one day in life you sit down with them and you come up with the idea of starting a very mediocre podcast with them.
Back then it was mediocre. Back then it was, I would honestly say, sorry. Now, mediocre.
We didn't even have a sign at first, damn.
Exactly. But now it's like it's upper middle class, We ain't rich yet. Keyword.
I like that mindset. I think I might die before that, but yeah.
Fuck no, bro.
Get into another car crash or some shit.
And shit, you were close, but you survived.
Yeah. Fuck, I was so close. Fuck.
Yeah.
But anyways, I want to ask you I want to ask you this question. We went on a little bit of a tangent, but this leads to our first topic. When if sorry, not when, because I'm not trying to give you that benefit of the doubt. If you ever get married, if you ever get married, will I be your best man? Be honest.
The fact that you just said if, I don't know, bro. Now I'm iffy, but no, bro. Of course, we've talked about this, and you definitely will be because I
guaranteed it's unlocked.
It's already unlocked. Who else really competes? In terms of.
You don't drop names, but
all the other boys are definitely I hate having the idea of a best man, because then it makes me choose one of my boys out of all of my boys,
Fair, but
I was what my plan was initially before we even started talking about all this is I was just gonna make the guys choose, so I'm not the bad. I was gonna
fuck that, bro, because you know why that's such a shitty idea? Because half of our boys are lazy as fuck and don't want to put in that effort, so it's gonna be I'm fine if I don't do it. Why don't this guy just do it? You want to do it?
I think it's gonna end up being one or two guys who are the best man for everyone.
Maybe.
Right?
Yeah. I mean,
shit, bro. Once you do the first wedding, you have the same number for the stripper for the bachelor party. It's pretty convenient, done and dusted,
That is very true.
Dust up some things that went wrong in the last one,
I feel like if I'm your best man, I would sort a lot of shit. I would organize.
I think it would be very well organized. That's why I would say I'm picking you, is because I think you would have you would plan a very good,
on brand for Daniel Shapano.
You would know exactly what I want in a bachelor party, but then you would also know. I think the biggest thing. Especially when we went to your brother's wedding and stuff. That was one of the few weddings I've ever been to. Is the best man's speech.
Yeah.
I think that there's especially the fact that what co-host on is that alone, the speech would be super it would have its heartfelt moments. It's true I'm so proud of you. I'm happy for you, genuinely, right?
I don't know how the fuck this happened. I don't know how you found a girl.
Exactly. But then you'd have you would say a joke and then end it with some real shit. The best man speech I think would just be the most wholesome delivered by you, and then in terms of
I would purposely feed you tequila shots before my best man speech. So whatever I say, you're gonna fucking.
The thing
ball
is,
out.
I think for you, when I do your speech, there's gonna have to be a lot of like stories that I leave out, because obviously your family's gonna be there. You know, like there's gonna have to be like censorship.
Wait. Hold the fuck up. Who the fuck said you're my best man?
Well, fuck you, bro. If I'm not gonna, if you're my best man, I expect the same. Who else competes, huh?
Don't worry about it, bro. I got a roster, bro.
Okay, we'll see who gets married first. If you don't pick me, then guess what? You're not picked.
Listen, bro.
Yeah.
You know you won't trust anyone else but me to be your best man. Let's be straight honest, bro. I know you want a good like wedding. You don't want it to be trashy. I know you want to be married on the beach and shit.
Yeah.
You want it to be like good. You want a good videographer, a good photographer and shit. Why would you like skimp out on like a half-ass like best man and like best man speech and shit? Let's be honest.
Why would you skip out on me, bro? What do you think I don't like? I told you why I think you would deliver.
Listen, bro.
Why don't you think that
we've
I would
missed podcast uploads because you were too busy like digging shit out of your ass, bro.
Schoolwork?
Fucking schoolwork. I was working a real job, bro.
Hey, bro. School don't stop after 5, bro.
I mean, fair, but actually no.
School takes up my weekends, my sleep, but it's done now.
Bro, I've been, dude, this past weekend I've been fucking working off the clock.
No one can graduate an engineering degree with a 4.0 like I did.
There's 2 caps in that statement, bro. What the fuck?
Okay, what do you mean 2, bro? I did graduate with engineering.
You did?
Yeah, the 4.0 is bullshit, but...
What was your... Really?
I'm not going to say my final GPA on, you know...
I think I know it, right?
I've told you. It wasn't that bad, but I don't, you know...
1.8, right?
It was a 1.6. No. Bro, I don't even think...
That's what
can you even
Texas
graduate with a
teaches
'1.6?
I
don't think so, right?
Maybe with a liberal arts degree.
Don't you have to have at least a 2?
Maybe if you're like a student...
Because a 2 is C's.
Maybe you're like a student athlete, maybe.
But 2 is like C average.
You don't need to graduate.
I think you can only pass with C's, which is 2. Right? Depending how the university does it.
I don't know, bro. I don't want to think about fucking...
I don't want to think about that.
Weighted grades and shit,
Fuck
bro.
that, you know, but like
Bro,
I don't think you can graduate with below a 2. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to get into that, but you know.
Probably not. Yeah,
like, dude, I mean, come on, like... Were you gonna graduate like someone with an engineering degree with a 1.6 GPA? They're gonna be like, "Yo, go build this bridge." Like, nah, bro, I'm not.
Fucking collapses in the first car on it.
Shit, man, I forgot the supports. Like, you know, nah, that ain't gonna slide like that. But yeah, that was my GPA, bro.
Yeah, 1.8.
1.2.
Why are you lowering it every time?
Just to fuck with people, you know.
Yeah. I mean, at least be happy you're
I'm
done
done.
with college.
Facts, bro. Facts.
And welcome to the real world. You have to pay for every goddamn bill in your goddamn life, except for like life insurance. I think your parents
still have to pay for that, don't you?
No, I think your parents will still pay that until like we're in our late 20s, 30s. Maybe.
Oh, like health insurance?
Life and health insurance, you know.
Well, that's and most of the time it's through the company.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
You're like that's what even ties you even more. Like, imagine you think you could quit, you know? Like, man, let's maybe say you.
Oh yeah.
You know, like a lot of people. There's been stories in the past where, like, I read an article like some woman got cancer, right? So obviously she couldn't work anymore.
Yeah.
So her company fires her, and she loses her health insurance and has to have all the cancer bills like out of, you know. So I don't know if she passed away or if she survived and then sued the company. I didn't really get.
What the fuck? How do you get to like that part of the story and not know how it ended? That's the shittiest.
I don't know.
What the fuck?
I forget, bro. I really honestly forget.
Dude, I was like so invested. I was like, yeah. What happened? And you don't know?
I was like, I genuinely, that's all I remember.
Okay.
But like that was my point. I was
all
using.
Let's make this extra entertaining. You have to take the story in 2 ways. You have to give the best ending. And give the worst possible ending.
Okay, well, that's easy.
Whichever one you want to start with first.
So I'll start with the worst.
Okay.
So she gets cancer, loses her job, can't afford the bills, dies.
No, but like in detail, like that's so vague, bro. Like that's such a like Spark Notes. Like that's less than Spark Notes.
I mean, shit. If Spark Notes could be that concise, I'd be, you know, like, dude, my book report's done. Like, there's this.
No, there's not enough detail.
Okay, shit. Okay, so she gets cancer. Tells her boss. Her boss gives her a month off.
Okay.
Right? Oh, a month. You know, which is not enough.
Yeah.
And then she can try and like work from home a little bit. You know, eventually she can't. Like, she's not capable of working. So they say, "Hey, sorry, Sarah, we're gonna have to let you go." Right? So Sarah loses her job. Okay.
Oh, no.
No. And then she starts freaking out. The increased stress right? The increased stress on her nervous system and her overall body makes the cancer go faster.
More aggressive.
Fuck. Right? She can't afford the bills. GoFundMe doesn't work.
I mean, it doesn't work. Like
the doctor,
the entire platform doesn't work, or no one's giving her money.
Like she just like not enough money, you know.
Fuck.
Right. Sarah's cancer becomes terminal. The doctors give her 2 months.
Oh my god.
She says her goodbyes to her family, gets everything in order for her children.
She has children.
Sarah has 2 boys.
Dude, what are their names? How old are they?
Jeffrey and Dahmer.
That's so stupid. Yeah, so okay. Anyways,
I was Jeffrey and Josh. Easy.
Okay.
You know. She says goodbye to her family, her husband Matt, and that's it.
What? I'm not laughing at that. I'm not laughing at that. No, that was the shittiest ending, bro.
What do you mean?
No, like you made it sound like you said goodbye, like she was at the door. It's like, all right, guys, peace. And then she just like takes the elevator, escalator to heaven.
Let me make it a little bit. Let me make it a little bit more heartfelt.
Bro, you're gonna need to know how to storytell, bro. Even if you're bullshitting it.
She takes her last breaths with her family close to her, holding their hands, and the heart monitor goes, meep, meep, why you love me? And that's it. Okay.
Why are you laughing?
Because look at your face. You're like,
I'm trying not to cry.
All right. Now, the good ending. Okay. So, Sarah's boss, gets her take work off for a month, right? Her boss, John Miller. I don't know, that's the most white name ever. That's honestly like the most like, if you were like a John Doe, you know? Like if you're a mannequin, that's what your name would be, John Miller. Anyways, so John Miller gives Sarah 1 month sick leave.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, after a month, it's not enough. Sarah cannot return to work. Right? So Sarah loses her job.
She has no money. She's losing money.
Hence, she loses her her Cigna health insurance, right? She can't afford the payments for her cancer, right? But, however, she does survive. After a long, hard fight, chemotherapy, her family by her side offering constant support.
It's not a happy story, bro. She has to go through chemo,
yeah,
bro.
but Sarah survives. She's a fighter. She has it in her heart. And
she's got that dog in her.
She's got that dog energy, and she survives.
And then?
And with that energy, with all that anger of her company letting her go and she loses her health insurance, Sarah returns with vengeance on her mind. And she decides to get a lawyer and sue her company. And she sues her company for $10 million plus $100 million in severance payments.
Payments.
Yeah. I was in between. Sarah wins the case with the luck and the help of a very, very good jury. A jury who can feel the lawyer's case deep within their hearts, and they take Sarah's side, the right side, the correct side, the only side. And she wins $110 million, with which she pays off.
She gets 100 in from
the severance payments.
They can go up to that much.
I don't know. Okay, let's say 10 million in severance and then 100 million in like wrongful dismissal. That's the case. Wrongful dismissal, right? She uses 10 million to pay off her bills, and the other 100 million to retire with her husband John and her kids. I forgot the kids' names.
No, you fucked. That's a different man, bro.
No, John was the husband.
No, it was not.
Oh, John was the boss. Fuck. Whatever,
it was
bro.
Matt, bro. It was Matt. Okay. And her kids, Jeffrey and Josh. That's how you know I was invested in this.
Jeffrey and Josh and Matt. They move to the Bahamas.
That's no place to retire. Go to like
shit, bro. It's
suburban Florida, bro.
That's where they wanted to retire.
What's my
Exactly. That's where Matt and Sarah. I was almost gonna say Megan. I was like, whoa. I just know too many girls. And names get mixed up in my head.
Honestly, that was a good ending, but like it was very like, I don't know. It was kind of anticlimactic, bro. If it was me, it would have been like, she's on her last $10, right? She doesn't know what to do. She's paying all of her bills.
Yeah.
She goes to the gas station.
And wins the Mega Millions.
Yes. That's how you fucking write a movie, bro.
I know, but like she wins the lawyer case as well. That's pretty good, It's,
what money, bro? She's been using all that money for fucking chemo.
You don't think that Matt got some shit saved up? You know,
like in the fucking
that,
coffee can type shit, like some rainy day fun type shit. Fair.
The kids.
What? Been selling lemonade, bro?
Yeah, they work at McDonald's and they put all their money into their mom's lawyer fees and then they make $110 million. Boom, live happily ever after as a family.
I think my story sounds better.
Probably. But anyways, speaking of the Mega Millions, you see was a like I
what was that now? What was that last?
The pot was that like the jackpot was at like 1.35 billion. So I was.
What do you think that is after tax? Like 300 million?
No, it was like 700.
Yeah?
700 something. 700 plus. I know you take home after taxes.
Does it depend on the state or no?
Maybe, but like let's say like it's definitely above 700, 600 plus for sure.
Okay.
Which is more than enough money, bro. You're halfway to being a billionaire with 500 million.
Yeah.
You know, like what the fuck?
It's good that you can do math with an engineering degree, but okay.
Shit, I don't know. Anyways, like I was literally at the point where I was like, okay, shit, man, can I buy Mega Millions tickets online? Because I was like, dude, I'm gonna spend $100 on lottery tickets. 100 chances out of like what 300 million. The odds are like 1 in 312 million of winning. You know, and I was literally gonna be so down bad. I was gonna call my friends in Texas and be like, "Yo, can you cut me some lottery tickets?"
Dude, you know what's stopping them from just being like, "Yeah, I got you," right?
And then like winning and then taking it. That's why.
Well, that too, or them just being like, "Yeah, I got you," and then just text you, "Yeah, you didn't win," and just pocketing that 100.
Nah, I'd make them like show me proof. The thing is, like, imagine you're in Texas and I ask you, like, yeah, this is a true like dilemma that I was thinking. I was like, you know what? Like, what if I asked them to buy the lottery ticket, right? With my money, which is technically not my money because I'm Venmoing them and they're using their card to buy the ticket, and then the winning ticket is there, right?
Then you split 50-50.
That would have to, but theoretically they could go take the whole jackpot for themselves and say, fuck you, Daniel.
Yeah.
And then, like, you know.
Well, bro, I don't think you should ever, like.
Exactly. I would, like, that.
Then you'd have shitty friends.
Yeah, but I mean, shit, bro. That'd be kind of, like, what would you do in that? Would you go 50-50? Or would you be more like, huh?
Yeah, do 50-50.
50-50 would be fair.
Bro, it's fucking 350 million, bro.
But what if I'm gonna
be like, dude, give me all 7. Dude.
What if the state doesn't allow that, though, is a question. What if they're like, no, you didn't win?
Fine, then I'd let one of us claim it.
And then just, like, share it?
Yeah.
Like,
stopping them and just, like...
Joint bank accounts?
Like, gifting me a Ferrari or gifting me 3
mansion.
mansions.
Yeah, true.
You know, like... You know, I got 2 things to come off from that. Well, first of all, if you won, like, let's say, like, the 700 million, how much would you give me? Like, you're crying, bro. Like, you're like, holy
700 mil? It would depend. I'd honestly buy you everything you want. Like, whatever you, like, tell me, Daniel, I want this, I'd just buy it for you. You know?
Really?
Yeah, like, if you want, like, a $20 million house. What would you want, is my question. You know,
7
like,
properties.
7?
I'll give
so
you,
one on each continent? You want, like, a little apartment in Antarctica?
Fuck you, bro. Okay, I'll give you my 7 properties right now.
Okay.
I'll give you a nice Hollywood Hills mansion.
Fuck
2.
yeah, that's
2.
Why do you need 2, bro?
Trust.
Hollywood Hills? You just need one nice one.
No, 2. Anyways. One
New York penthouse?
One in a nice-ass fucking penthouse in Toronto, Canada.
Okay. That's 3.
Right? A nice-ass ranch in Wyoming.
Wyoming? Why don't you get one in Texas?
Because Texas...
Okay, I'll hear before I come, like, before I...
Yeah. And then I start diversifying in other countries.
Okay.
You know? Get one nice ass penthouse in Dubai.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Right? A nice piece of land in Dubai as well. Not a house.
Okay, so
where would we at now?
You're at 6.
One
if
more?
you count the... You're at 1 more.
Fuck. And last, I would look at... Honestly, I don't like the prospects of Europe.
Right. What about your home country?
I'm thinking Asia, but the thing is, it's like... Honestly? No, not Malaysia. I would go for...
Thailand?
Yeah, I would go for like a villa. Crazy villa in like Thailand.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd be happy there.
Okay, so that's your 7?
Yeah.
The only one I'm really...
Iffy?
There's a few.
The Wyoming one.
Like, why Wyoming? I'll tell you mine after.
Because...
What the fuck is there in Wyoming? Like, Wyoming is like bumfuck... Like, I'm sorry, excuse my French. But... Wyoming, bro? You might as well get a ranch in the heart of Texas. Yeah.
Where the hell is the heart of Texas?
The center of the state. Or the left,
Where is
the
that?
lower left, just like...
Which is? You don't know! You fucking fraud!
Bro, you can literally get, like...
No, I don't want to fucking hear your shitty ass opinion if you don't know your fucking facts, bro.
It doesn't have to be. I'm just saying Texas is a more bussin' state to have a ranch in than Wyoming.
I'm not doing it to live there. You think I fuck with ranches, bro?
So you're just gonna invest
property year on year in Wyoming. What the fuck? The lights went on.
Yeah.
Property in Wyoming year on year multiplies by 4%, by 4 times in these 3 locations. I forgot. I keep fucking forgetting the names. They're very.
Okay, so you've done your research on this.
Yes.
Then. Okay. That makes sense. Then that makes sense in Wyoming, but like, okay. Everything else I would agree. Okay, so I have 7. You had 7. I would do one in, definitely one like probably Austin, like probably Dallas or Austin.
Ooh, Austin's good.
Dallas or Austin, like a big like maybe I'll honestly probably do one in Austin on Lake Travis, like overlooking the lake, like a fat ass house with lake access, right? That's 1. 2 would be honestly I don't really know where. I think a New York City penthouse. Right?
Okay.
Just like not like the craziest. I don't need like one of those $30-40 million ones. Probably like a $10 million one.
I'd get a loft in New York. Wow.
I don't even know, like, cause New York, like a $33 million, like I'd probably in New York, I'd probably spend 10 mil.
I just don't get it in New York. I don't
Honestly,
really
but you need
understand. I
more.
don't understand it because where's the demand?
It's more of just like a place. It's not like, it's just more of a place to go. You know, like have the whole. Imagine like you're just there for like Christmas.
Bro, like the tallest buildings the tallest skyscrapers in like New York are like unoccupied. You know the fucking like, is it 100?
Because it's just too expensive.
The one in Billionaire's
The
Row.
Billionaire Row, yeah.
It's unoccupied. It's just a bunch of like really rich motherfuckers that store all their like stuff in.
So New York, I think just to have a penthouse in New York is cool. It's a flex, you know. I would definitely have a third, like Hollywood Hills, one like with a infinity pool overlooking Hollywood, you know, just like the whole of LA, for sure. So that's 3. That honestly for me that covers the U.S. I don't really care about anything else. I would have 1 penthouse in Dubai for sure, like hands down. I think I would have a big mansion in Malaysia, personally, a Thailand beach villa, and then
Just copy me, bro.
what? I mean, you didn't say Malaysia. Dubai, like I'm picking like the big, like Dubai is a great place, like Malaysia, and then I think my 7th. This is where like man.
Anytime now.
You know, honestly, I might do like a nice like a nice ski like a mountain, you know, somewhere in like Colorado. Or maybe like the French Alps, like a ski like chateau or something, you know. Even though that's not really my thing, but it's like I want to I have beach, I have city, I have like I don't need a forest house, you know, like no one's, you know. But I think that would just be a cool place to like with a nice hot tub and stuff in the mountains to go with your boys and stuff, with your family. Maybe get into skiing myself, and then boom, that's my 7. I've covered like everything.
What's the most corrupt thing you'd do with that lottery money? Be honest here.
Most corrupt? I would just be bribing people, honestly. Like I would, like, especially in the Malaysia.
You can do that without the fucking lottery money, bro.
I don't really think I'd do anything corrupt. Like why? I can what like I would just invest it. Maybe, you know, like maybe some insider trading. If I knew someone and be like, yo, like
What do you need insider trading for? You have 700 million to your name.
Yeah, if someone tells me put 1 million in my company and I'll make like 50, well, okay, that's
I guess
1 to 50, you know, risk reward, you know. I don't really, dude. Honestly, with that much money, why would I even like risk corruption and then jail time? You know, that would be like, if I was.
Well, I would be like, I would use that money to be corrupt and like get like the first list boarding to like Mars or like I don't know, fucking like.
Oh, like an experience.
Yeah.
Okay. You would, yeah.
Like, no.
But I wouldn't do any dirty shit. There's no need. I already have so much money. Like, what the fuck would I risk?
I mean, I'd hope not, bro. Don't pull some fucking Jeffrey Epstein.
Like the most I would do is like in Malaysia, for example, if I get caught with like any like cannot even speed. Let's just say I get caught like a bad offense. You know, let's call it like a weed related anything. You know, because weed is a death penalty here. I'd just be like, nah, bro. Here's $500,000. Leave me alone.
What the fuck, dude?
I don't even need.
You can give 100 and you'd be good.
Probably not even. You could probably give 20 and be good.
What the fuck?
But you know what I'm saying? Like, my point is, like, I would do stuff like that.
You'd suck at having your money, bro. I'm sorry.
No, bro, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. You know that's bullshit.
With stuff like that, just kind of blowing.
That was just an example, bro. Like, I'm saying, like, you know, like, I'm the last person to, like, blow my money. Like, I would definitely have, like, because I would have, like, a trading account of, like, 30 million because I enjoy it, right? And, like, dude, that'd be, like, my income right there. If I want more, my daily spending, I would just use that account to fund it, you know?
Fair.
Invest it in
it. You
it.
don't
like,
really need to do that if you have just property.
No, I'd buy property. I'd invest, like, I would, like, you know, I probably
wouldn't even trust myself out with that many income, like.
No, I'd property, bro. Like, I'd invest in, like, startups. And, like,
the more you diversify, the more risk you are at for, like,
yeah.
you know, different people, like, scamming you and, like.
Yeah.
It just gets more complicated, bro. I just stick to one thing that makes me money that is guaranteed.
I would have a few. But I mean, dude, when you have that much money, people are going to approach you with opportunity, you know?
True.
Like, people are going to see you as a potential investor. Like, I definitely, like, I mean, I think I'd also have, like, a certain amount that I just, like, I don't think I'd ever buy, like, a private jet. It just doesn't, I would just spend, like, if I
now you're tweaking, I'd get a private jet. What the fuck?
You think you would?
Yes, bro. You think I'm fucking I'm willing to go to the airport, wait with other people.
But, like, I'm saying, like, one that can get you overseas and stuff?
Yeah, no shit, bro.
Okay, so then.
I'd be on my own plane, do whatever the fuck I want. Why would I fucking be in a commercial plane? If I have that kind of money, bro. You kidding me? I can sleep in a full bed.
Would you buy yourself a yacht? Like a boat?
Yeah.
Because I think I would probably buy. I think I'd probably buy myself, like, 3 cars.
Probably get that fucking floating motorcycle from GTA, bro.
Hey, man's gonna get himself an oppressor. Nah, but, like, there's so much you could buy. Like, let's like the 7 houses. Let's say you spend, like, 10 mil. That's 70. You can literally double it. You can spend 20 million per property and be at 140. You could buy a plane for, like, 30, right? You're at 170. You could buy, like, Bugattis and crazy. You know, you still have, like, 400 mil just left over.
Yeah.
You know, I think it was Andrew Tate. He said, like, what's enough money, like, where you don't really, like, he said, like, something around, like, 20 mil. Because obviously you're not going to be able to buy 7 properties and a private jet and all that, but, like, in terms of majority of things you want in life, 20 mil is good enough. You know, you're not stressing about money. You can buy.
You think he's really doing that fucking human trafficking shit?
Dude, I don't know. I don't.
That
know.
dude can't be like, you know, get away.
The thing
like,
is, there was it you that was telling me there was like.
And it doesn't come from anywhere, like from nowhere. Like those allegations and shit, like.
But you were saying that there was like a situation where
some of the girls were found like branded
with Tate.
Yeah.
I don't think he's that stupid.
Yeah, you never know.
Like
he was stupid enough to record himself like smacking like a sex worker. And, come on.
I don't know. Like I know a lot of people would like to believe that. I personally I want to stay neutral until I'm offered with some proof. Maybe they already have proof, but we don't know that, you know. So until it comes out with like. They don't even have to, like, they're, like, even regardless if they have proof, they're not going to probably show the proof. They're just going to say, we have proof, you know? As of now, they've said nothing. They just arrested him.
You don't need to, like, broadcast that you have proof.
Well, no,
That's
but
for the investigation.
But they're not, I know, but they're not going to put anyone in jail without proof, you know? Or, like, for, like, a proper sentence. They're not going to be like...
You can't convict
they're not gonna,
someone,
they're not
but
gonna
you can detain someone.
You can detain someone, but they're, like, for suspicions.
Like, yeah.
But they're never going to, like, if he gets, like, a...
I mean, to be fair, it's human trafficking. That's not, like, the easiest thing to, like, figure out in, like, a day.
Exactly. So if he gets, like, a 20-year sentence and he's convicted, then I'll believe he did it, because that means they must have proof. But as of now, I don't know. Like, that's my genuine answer. I really don't know. I mean, like... With a dude like him, you really can never know. You know, he says a lot of things.
I actually don't know how he makes his money, but yeah. Like, I have never actually figured that out. Just property and, like...
Right? That's why I wouldn't be surprised
either. At least with, like, Dan Bilzerian, it was, like, poker, right?
Poker and investments.
And like, his dad's, like, money. Too, that was dirty.
Because, like, I know he has a little Hustlers University where, like, he pays people, like...
I guess. But
that's not enough to, like, be the level of wealth he's at, which is why... When this whole thing came out, I'm not surprised that there could be some, like, sus shit. Someone of his level of wealth, there's always, like, something... unless you, like, invest... Like, Like, he's wealthy, like, hundreds of millions. Well, he's not a billionaire.
No, bro. You're sucking his dick now, bro.
His net
Hundreds
worth,
of millions.
his net worth's probably like 100+ mil.
According to what? Like, based on what?
Let me search it up.
He says he's worth hundreds of millions. No shit. But, like, based off what?
I don't know, bro.
You know, he has these cars and shit, and you see him traveling, but, like, again.
Okay, this says 700 mil. I don't believe that.
700 million? Bro. That's bullshit.
His thing is his affiliate marketing company. It's not 700. There's no way.
Listen, I understand the affiliate marketing, but that doesn't generate that much revenue, even if you're fucking been doing that for like 5,
I don't know,
years,
dude. The thing with net worth is you never. Some say 360, some say 7. You know, he's definitely
net worth is like kind of bullshit. You can't really figure out
net worth is like
net worth.
Like the thing is like you know what the craziest thing is about like some people, like for example, like I remember we were having this conversation with someone like about Jeff Bezos, and they were calling Jeff Bezos an asshole because he doesn't give like all his money to like he has so much money that he could literally like fix world hunger in like a day.
Yeah.
And my point was, I was okay, maybe he could, but you really think that this dude is just sitting on billions of liquid cash? No. That's where they were like, dude, he has billions, he can just take the cash. I'm like, you really think that Jeff Bezos has a bank account balance of like whatever is?
Imagine how lit that is, bro.
Dude, you don't. The thing is, people like him don't have like they probably have like 100 mil, 200, 300 mil in cash for sure. Maybe not. The thing is, like, those type of people are so rich because their money's out there working for them and accumulating more. I guarantee you, he has at least.
People really think he has like a fucking platinum Amex with 300 million on there,
or like a debit card with like 60 billion, just like haha. Yeah. You know, like no, bro. He's. I would.
The reason why he's rich is because he doesn't just spend like fucking like that.
He probably has like. If I was to guess his bank account balance, I would say like 50 mil. That would be a realistic estimate based on his like someone of his status could have 50 mil in cash for sure.
Oh yeah.
Like I would not like easily, bro. If not, maybe that's I even think that might be undersized, but he doesn't need 50 mil in cash, you know.
You know who's extremely rich that you probably don't. Actually, you probably do know. I think everyone should know now. Mr. Beast. He is so.
What's his like? What do you think his like net worth is?
I don't fucking know how to calculate.
I don't know a lot about Mr. Beast. Like, what does he do to acquire that wealth? Though is the thing. His
branding, his YouTube. Right. He has several YouTube channels. His main one is obviously Mr. Beast.
Right.
But he has all of his content reposted onto different like languages. Like people double over it under his branding and everything. He makes the money off that.
Okay.
And the reason why he's so rich is because he makes the money off all of his videos and then just strictly reinvests back into his account. I mean his videos.
Right.
He can give away a private jet. He can give away $50,000 as like the video idea. Like as the prize. Like that's how fucking rich he is.
Yeah. He like branding, like I know, like David Dobrik giving away Teslas and stuff. You know.
That man fell off, bro.
Oh, for sure. Ever since that whole scandal came out with the injury or whatever.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. Let me see how much. Okay, in his last 6 months, Mr. Beast has made. I'll tell you by video how many views. Right, 77 million views, 93 million, 98 million, 84 million, 138 million, 116 million, 70 million, 83 million, 105 million, 115 million, 66 million.
How often does he post?
Once or twice a month.
Okay.
Bro, it doesn't fucking matter, bro. You can post once every 6 months.
He posted like an episode,
bro. You know how much money you make off like AdSense, and he's family friendly too.
Yeah.
You know how much money he makes like per?
Oh, bro.
No, it's disgustingly rich. But he's a good guy. I mean, on surface level at least, he gives.
For what we see.
He gives it back and shit. But he's so smart, bro. He's been researching about YouTube videos since before like it really popped off, like 2010.
Like this man probably could like write a whole book on like search engine optimization.
I think someone offered him like what is it?
For his channel?
Few 100 million for his channel. I keep forgetting what it was, maybe 500 million or something, but it's severely undervalued even if he sold it for that much.
And he was like, no.
Because his branding is what makes him like
Yeah.
Known, and like that's what gives him the money. Like
everyone probably
Mr.
wants
Beast
to be like post an ad on his channel.
Dude, there's fake accounts on YouTube that pose as like Mr. Beast for like their fake, like, because they know like his name and everything is like
still gonna make some money.
Valuable, bro. I don't know how to explain it, bro. He's had the biggest rise in YouTube and everything.
Oh, for sure. And he's stayed, There's been YouTube, he's been consistently
yeah.
Like there are some YouTubers who like rise, they pop off for a couple of years and then they fall off the
yeah.
Like I'm gonna take this is a gaming example. I'm not talking in the level of Mr. Beast, but like someone like Ninja, popping the fuck off during the time.
I mean, he's still relevant. He still makes a lot of
still,
money, but the thing
because
is,
but that's because he was like the number. So he had brand deals like Red Bull and all that shit, and he just streams other games. But I'm saying in
that's
terms of
YouTube
views, that's when he was probably peaking.
That's because he found I wouldn't say a niche, but it was like he found Fortnite that like made him, that he discovered he had a good fucking talent in.
Yeah.
He knew how to market like himself, his identity.
Yeah.
The guy with the blue hair with the yellow bandana, that's Ninja, Like,
yeah.
It was very unique.
Yeah.
And it was Fortnite when it was extremely popular, when it was popping off for the first few seasons.
Exactly.
Everyone and their mother was fucking playing that game.
Yeah.
Everyone knows what Fortnite is.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like when Fortnite's downfall came, so did his.
To some extent, like he did take a hit.
Yeah.
Like he definitely because I would say the next game that was pretty relevant after that was like COD Warzone.
Yeah, I don't think he really played.
He didn't really play that too much.
I mean, even so, bro,
it's
just not sustainable. When you're a gaming YouTuber, you're not that. You can never be that sustainable.
No, because most games.
Because if your success and popularity
is on a game,
depends on a game that can change, or sentiment can change towards that game, then it's not sustainable, bro.
Like I would say Fortnite had a pretty long life cycle for a game.
For a free game, yes.
2 years?
Yes.
Where it was pretty relevant, really.
I would say 3.
I would say the first 2 years it was extremely relevant.
2017 to 2019. No, I'd say 2020. Because people came back to that during COVID.
When they had a World Cup.
And then when you had Travis Scott come back, when Travis Scott introduced,
but I guess they also switched. It's still very relevant amongst kids.
It's extremely fucking popular still, bro. I don't know if you realize it's a sandbox game. It's not a build. It's not a battle royale game anymore. It's a sandbox game.
Yeah,
you can create shit. You can do all sorts of shit.
Exactly.
With your favorite characters.
Yeah.
You can have
for kids. It's so
Goku versus Superman versus One Punch Man. Versus
Batman versus John Wick.
Yeah.
And for kids it's like Minecraft on steroids.
But the thing is, you gotta pay for these characters. And smart. Yeah. It's fucking smart.
As a kid, bro, now as a kid I would have been whoa, you're telling me that I can be Messi in a game and then fight against Ronaldo in a cool world that we built, like a maze? That as a kid, that would have been my dopamine would have been, like I was on Molly or some shit, 24/7. For us, I think our demographic, that our age group, we used to like the game more in the past.
It's so smart,
and it died off. But they figured out a way. Genius. When the way you say it like that is they figured out a way to essentially even though that they did have a downfall with the majority of not even the majority, because we're not even the majority in games anymore.
Yeah.
They had a downfall. Maybe they fell off YouTube. A lot of the streamers don't play it anymore, but they still have a fat audience that's coming back.
You can have a pretty good amount of time spent on a game like Fortnite without even playing the combat part of it. You can just you can just interact and shit.
Exactly. It's a good game to hop on.
You can do mazes and all that fucking death runs and all that. It's sick. It's actually really smart and it's really sick. But it's just we've outgrown it. But the thing is, because we've outgrown it for the reasons that Fortnite added.
Yeah.
It's only appealed to a different
kids.
Yeah.
Which is the main audience. If you think about I think they
it's really smart.
They've done at least a better some game I'm looking at all sports games are such scams, bro.
No shit.
Because every single year they'd be they could easily just update the let's say Ronaldo moves to the Saudi club, right? They could easily just release an update where they move Ronaldo to that club and he's no longer at Man U.
Yeah.
Right? But instead, they're like, uh-oh, let's just resell the exact same game we sold last year, make everyone restart their ultimate, and and then make the pack. It's just, I don't know, sports games really died off heavy for me.
Okay, so, I mean, yes. I mean, if you have a genuine passion to the sport, eventually you'll keep playing it or whatever, fuck. But it's hard to just rebuild a sports games engine from scratch. That's why a lot of, like, new games that try to, like, start their own franchise just fail. I mean, NBA...
You're saying, like, the movement
and
stuff?
There's, like, NBA 2K, right? Pretty successful. They've had it since...
12, 11?
Bro, way earlier.
Really?
Yeah, in the O's.
The earliest I remember was 2K, like, 10.
No, way earlier.
Really?
But then they had that NBA Live that was made by EA.
Yeah.
That only ran for a few years. It's pretty good. Graphics are really good, but it's hard to, like, rebuild, like, it's hard to build, like, a fan base from start.
Yeah.
When so many people already rely on one. Right?
I would say that
But anyways, even with the ones that are still like, oh, this game never fucking changes. NHL, and fucking Madden, FIFA. But the thing is, it's like you can't completely change the entire engine and like everything about the game that people shit on. You have to build from like last year's and shit. And yes, a lot of these fucking developers don't add on like shit that should be added. But if you're in their position, bro, you still know people eat that shit up.
Yeah.
You create online content for people to fucking still eat that shit up, like crazy cards and stuff.
Yeah. To be fair, like I
don't blame them.
The biggest game developers in sports games is literally just EA and 2K.
You could still see the same in Call of Duty, shooter games.
A lot of the guns are repetitive, and yeah, it's tough, I guess. But I think we're also thinking of this because like we're kind of getting out of the age where we play games hella, We play them very casually now, more like
we suck now.
Like watching a movie. Suck. Oh, for sure, bro.
We used to be such crazy tryhards. We used to sweat.
We used to be like
slide cancel, all that shit.
We used to be
strats, we knew the glitches. We knew like the ins and outs of all the maps, everything, bro. And now we just like we get clapped by a 13-year-old.
I just can't be fucked to like do it anymore, Like it just
because we don't get like that satisfying. Well, we get a win. It's still satisfying, but it's like a win to us is not the same to a win to a 13-year-old kid.
Oh yeah,
that just hopped on with his friends.
Yeah, like but the thing is, you also think about it in terms of like practice. We used to sit there and play for, like I would like on a Saturday, like let's say we were not doing anything, like hanging out, like going to the movies or something. I would literally, our group was also big gamers. That's why we stayed in touch.
Guess, yeah.
But I would literally wake up, eat breakfast, game. Oh, lunch is ready. Okay, get back on.
The crazy thing is, all of our like from the age of 13 to 18. All of that time when we were spent on the game, we were still also connected through Skype with our friends on call. That's the crazy shit.
We had that conversation the other. Yeah. I think that's why our group has maintained like such closeness. Why we like why I honestly think because a lot of people moved some people moved after 9th, 10th, grade. If it wasn't for games and Skype, I don't think we would have been as close. I think that...
I think we were really close because we had, like, an online, like, connection with each other. But I think that, honestly, kind of fucked up our social life. If you kind of think about it.
Oh, for sure, bro. Because we didn't go out and socialize with other people. What we would do, we were accustomed. We'd be like, Friday, we'd say goodbye to each other at school. An hour later, we were all at home.
You on?
We were all at home on Skype. But the thing is, the craziest thing is if you think about it, we're so close because we literally knew everything going on, and like especially when we started playing more, like not just weekends when we got a little older, we would literally I'd be like, oh dude, man, I just got in a fight with my parents.
I mean, that's how we caught up because the more we moved around like the world and shit, like the more distant we got. That's the only way we had the time to just sit down and have conversation.
But but even when we were all here in KL, that's I think why we were so close as a group, and then we continued that after everyone moved, is because I would literally hop on after school. Oh, I gotta do a little bit of homework. I'll be back in an hour. Oh, dinner time. Be back, and then we would always be interconnected through Skype. And I don't know if that maybe that was for our group. I don't know if a lot of third culture kids have had that.
No, I think a lot have.
Right, and maybe instead of maybe not video games, maybe they lived in compounds. They would just go to the soccer. That's how I was in China. We would have instead of playing video games, I would get home from school, eat a snack, go hang out with everyone, and we would be there till 9 p.m. So it was pretty much bedtime.
I've come to realize, though, is that we all started playing video games, all hung out as a group of friends, but we all have the same fucking path. We all started hitting the gym, or most if not
At
all,
one point in our life.
at the gym.
Yeah.
But we're all fucking broken guys, dude. Dude, like, think about it.
Why do you think we started hitting the gym, bro?
Yeah, why do you think we started playing video games?
I don't think that's why we were like,
Dude,
comfort zone?
Yeah. We definitely didn't have the best relationship with our parents, so what we did was cope with, like, the comfort of each other through video games. It was like our escape.
I don't think it was like necessarily with the parents.
I mean,
Everyone's
home life, whatever the fuck.
We didn't. Dude, there's people with way worse.
Yeah, no shit. I'm
Like,
not saying it was
I
fucking
think-
bad. I'm just saying that's how we coped with what we perceived.
Just like
as
if you
shit.
get into a fight with your parents, they don't let you go. Like, I think a lot of
Whatever
times
the
your,
fuck it was,
your parents
bro.
may not let you go out to like hang out with your friends in person. So you'd be like, all right, fine.
Yeah.
And then we just hop on video games and call it a
Yeah.
day. We'd settle
Yeah.
for that. We'd be like, well, you're not gonna let me go hang out in person, so I'll just do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I can see that.
Like, at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, video games. It had its pros and cons on, like, how we turned out.
For sure.
I kind of wish we spent less time on video games. Now that's a bold take,
Yeah.
but I can't, like, the friendships that we still have from it. I can't.
If
I
we
can't,
could have
you can't take that away.
If we could have spent that time in person instead, yes. But if we were doing something else like studying, no.
Yeah, no.
Like
I think if we all spent that time, like, literally just playing football instead, like,
sports.
like,
Yeah.
we would have fucking been crazy.
Yeah. We would, instead of being good at FIFA, would have been actually good at a sport.
Yeah.
We were good at our like individual sports and stuff, but yeah, I don't know. I think it does have its pros and cons, but you can't change the past, And I don't know. With that, I mean, I think it's been a pretty
It's a sad ending, bro.
Pretty
Damn,
s-
I wasn't ready for that ending. What the fuck?
pretty sad ending, but I think that gave the people a really like insight, like a good insightful look into us and low key like our other friends, and maybe other kids out there can relate. I don't know, or maybe we're just an anomaly of like really.
Nah, I think we're fucking basic bitches, but yeah.
Probably we're just any other dude in their teens,
Yeah, they just decided to start a podcast.
Okay, that we are like not basic for that.
Honestly, our sign makes us different, bro. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
It's so
Take
cool.
one more look at the sign before you see it back in week 2 of season 2.
I just say it like that.
Huh?
In next week's episode.
Week 2 of season 2.
We do have a guest on next week's episode, so stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned for that.
I've been your co-host, Mr. Hariz, alongside.
Mr. Daniel Shapano.
Thank you for listening to us, and would like to thank you for, your viewership and honestly just like your support for season 1.
Exactly. Especially the OGs who watched every episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. And stay tuned for the great things we got coming in the future. With that, we are out. See you guys next week. And don't forget, stay idiotic. Peace.